All right, let's talk about how to find the right extensions for your site. Remember, as we just talked about in the last session, extensions are components, plugins, modules, templates, and languages. But we're going to focus in right now on just the first three: components, plugins, and modules. The first place to start with any hunt for a new extension is Joomla.org. One of the things you need to think about is exactly what you want it to do, and then come to Joomla.org, click on extensions, and the easiest thing is just to search for it. So if we were looking today for a slideshow, just type in slideshow, and we'll see that there are 157 results. There are two different kinds of slideshows in this category: images and articles. Let's click on images slideshows, and that brings us down to the top 52. So we've narrowed down our search to image rotators, and that's what we're looking for. So let's take a look at what's here. Again, 52 of them here. Several things to look for. How is it rated? On the Joomla site, everything has a 1 to 5 rating given in stars. The second thing to look for is at 1.5. Almost all the extensions on the site now are 1.5, either native or legacy. You want to stay away from legacy unless you absolutely need it, because it adds a layer of complexity to your site that you don't really need. 1.5 native is what you're looking for. So we're looking for 5 stars, we're looking for 1.5 native, and if you see something with a popular sign on it like that, that's a good hint that this is a pretty good extension. The other thing you want to look for is the extension reviews themselves. What are people saying about the latest version? Remember, don't go back 2 or 3 versions, because that wouldn't be fair. Look at the latest version and see what people are saying. Now, this particular module is getting a great review. Here's somebody who found it a little tedious, has lots of potential, but for the most part, 4 and 5 stars all the way across the board. If this extension only had 1 or 2 reviews, it might be something you want to consider not using until it gets a few more. It just really depends on whether you're an early adopter or not. So, amazing features. Ease of use makes it unique in the world of image sliders. Common image rotators that simply fade from one picture to another. This is the real deal. So, the other thing you want to look for, is it commercial or non-commercial? So, 5 things to look for. How is it rated? What Joomla version does it support? Is it popular? What are the reviews like, and how many of them are there? Is it commercial or non-commercial? Other words, is it free or will you have to pay for it? The extensions directory can be a little intimidating. There are almost 4,000 extensions, but these 5 attributes will help you choose the best ones. Another good place to look for extensions is, of course, Google itself. So if we come over and Google Joomla slideshow, we're going to see a number of really great results that aren't necessarily on the Joomla extensions directory itself. One word of caution here: unless you find one that has great reviews somewhere else, good support, and all of those kinds of important things, you might want to be careful, because at least the extensions directory has some kind of vetting to it, whereas a site like this may or may not.